this is going to be a much higher level. Obviously, as a physician, it would stand to benefit me tremendously if it's proved as a drug. So I just have a lot more confidence, especially working in the space in gastroenterology and knowing what medications are out there. I just believe it has a much higher chance of being approved.
Yes, I totally understand that, and I also understand your case. One example of where your father-in-law had a good success, but based on our history, right, we do see sometimes one patient doing really well for one medication, and in the FDA doesn't go with one data point. Basically, we need to do a study with like hundreds of people, and then it could be maybe your father-in-law had some positive experience. It could be just a placebo effect. Yeah, we don't know, but FDA doesn't really go by that route. But a lot of times we do have some physicians coming up with the great products, which is not ending up getting FDA approval, even though they think it is pretty good product. I'm glad to know that your father-in-law did well with this medication. But in terms of the process and the outcome, we do think that that doesn't necessarily translate into, I think, FDA approval in all the cases.
So what if we did this? I mean, offer E is your lowest amount upfront at $12 million. What if I were to take less upfront and more on the FDA approval?
Yeah, that is an option. I think we are also fine with the D or E. Only thing is either you want less upfront. Only problem is if the FDA doesn't approve, then you'll only end up with only 12 million. So do you want a D or E? I think if you believe that there is a more, I think based on your gut feeling or the discussion you had with your wife or your father, if FDA approved, I think it's depending upon what do you think is more what you are comfortable with.
So you're giving FDA approval a 10% chance, and I'm giving FDA approval a 60% chance.
Yes, yeah.
What if we split the difference there?
We could, but I stand to lose more money because I'm doing like 10 projects right now, and I do know that only 1 in 10 or less, 1 in maybe 15 will only gets to the FDA approval. So there is very low chance because everybody is trying to get the FDA approval. Even there is this takes a longer time. FDA approval can take, I think, 1 to 2 years. So you stand to lose. By that time, maybe somebody else may come up with some other products. You also already published this in, I think, one
Yeah.
of the great, I think, American Journal of Gastroenterology. Maybe somebody else might be reading and they might be coming with something else too. So there is another chance that you could stand to lose even that 20 million.
I'd be willing to do a deal with a 12 million upfront and a $40 million FDA bonus.
Yeah, that is above our current, I think, I would say it's more like reservation value. So I think if FDA doesn't approve this, probably we might not go through even the dietary supplement route. Pretty much we're giving you free money. So basically we stand to lose everything because we do have more products and we are only going through the FDA route products. So that's why we select handpicks few products and work through that. And our highest confidence is more like 10%. You are at the top end of that spectrum. So it's like we could lose everything what even that whatever we are giving you because if the FDA doesn't approve then we are losing everything. So we still think that there is we could work through this deal and we both can be winner.
Yeah. It sounds, FDA approval is the issue here. And I think at this point, if, your best offer is $35 million and you're willing to lose $5 million to get that FDA approval, I think at this point, I need to seek another deal.
Okay. So we are
Okay.
not agreeing to any deal.
All right. We're at 40 minutes. We
Yes.
agreed no deal.
Yeah, I think
All
that's
right.
not a bad idea. I think maybe no deal. I don't think there is right or wrong answer.
We got no deal. All right.